Welcome to a new edition of the Neon Jazz interview series with Japanese-born New York City jazz organist Akiko Tsurgura. We caught up with her in late April 2020 during the coronavirus lockdown to talk about a great many things in this new world of ours, like her 2019 CD, Equal Time, with the great lineup, and that's a wonderful listen. She started on the organ at the age of 3 and learned quite a bit at the famed Yamaha Music School. That led her to New York City and a career that is taking off. She's got a great story. Enjoy.
It's obviously an extraordinary time in our human history, so thank you for taking a little time out to talk to me on Jazz today. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for asking me. So I'm so excited about it.
Yeah, me too. I love Equal Time. I played that thing this winter so much in my car. It's such a great album from start to finish. So talk to me a little bit about this recording and a little bit about maybe what you're doing now in quarantine.
Equal Time, I played with Jess Hamilton on drums and Graham Dictor on the guitar. We have been playing together since, Jess and I started playing on 2012, 13, around that time. And Graham joined the band on 2014. And we recorded my under my name album called So Cute So Bad, and then we decided to change the name Akiko Hamilton Dictor because of it. We are not organ trio. No. Usually organ trio, always organist is the boss. But this, our trio is not like that. We are equal. So that's why our album title is Equal Time. Yeah.
Right on. So are you doing anything now that you're in quarantine? Have you been making music or doing live streams? What's been going on?
Actually, I have been writing music quite often, and also, I have 2 A100 and the Leslie speaker, but my 2 organ and the Leslie speaker needed a fix, so I was working on 6 organ and Leslie speaker this couple of days. And, everything I fixed everything. So now I'm ready to play, live streaming. And in fact, my husband, Joe Magnarelli, and I, myself, gonna be play together for the jazz club in Bologna, Italy, on this Friday, and we're gonna do one more for the New Brunswick Jazz Project next Wednesday.
Wonderful.
So, yeah, it's getting busy.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad that, I've been talking to musicians and they've been mentioning, we thought that once you hit digital music, there's nowhere else to go, but we've learned now in this that you can have a virtual concert. You can get it sold, you can get an audience, you can make some money, you can do different things. So I guess it's just kind of like anything else. When adversity comes up, you find a way to deal with it. I think that's been really positive for the jazz community. And I think it's going to be positive, too, for when the weather might be bad and you can't travel or do anything and people want to do a virtual remote. It won't be the same, but maybe this time period will teach us that, we can deal with Mother Nature in a different way.
But to me, it took time to adjust myself to the situation because of I was so much looking forward to playing gigs
Yeah.
Started in March and April. I had so much good gigs. So.
Yeah, I know, and a lot of people did. You know, your beginnings. You're from Japan, and I'm always curious because the Japanese have such a love for jazz. Why is that?
Actually, American people always ask to me, but to me personally, I never thought about it. Japanese people always play jazz, jazz record or CD as a background music. And also some of the jazz fans love all the jazz record to the really high-end audio equipment. But those people and the jazz fans who wants to come to listen to live music are totally different kind of people. So, and when I played at Blue Note Tokyo with Lou Donaldson, there are so much different audience than when I played in Japan myself, on my roots. So actually, it's very hard to tell.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this. How did you get your start in jazz? How did it become something that has led you to being a musician today?
First of all, my grandmother loved jazz, and because of she was born in Kobe and grew up in Kobe, and many famous jazz musicians came to Kobe to play. And then, actually, to me, probably I played a couple of American old music on the textbook at the Yamaha Music School, and then I thought, oh, jazz is so cool.
Musicians, what albums, when you started really listening to jazz and wanting to become a musician, what albums or musicians inspired you?
Oh, The Cat, Jimmy Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was my first jazz album. Jazz organ. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, no, go ahead.
Yeah, I was shocked.
So did you always have a dream of moving to New York? Was that always something that you wanted to do?
Not really. Actually, I started taking an organ lesson when I was 3 years old, but always I loved sports, and I started playing volleyball when I was 9 years old through end of high school. So I always played organ and volleyball together. Yeah, and then I never thought about move to United States, but I came to New York when I was 19 years old. Stayed in only a couple of days, but I felt very comfortable to be in New York. Yeah, then when I started to play jazz in Osaka, I started playing. I started to play at the place called Dawn Shop. That was after our place, and also Dawn Shop located across the street from Blue Note Osaka. And then, many artists who played at Blue Note came to Dawn Shop to hang out. And sometimes I could play, I played with them. And then I changed my mind. wow, New York is so cool. And I met Grady Tate, and Grady asked me to come to New York.
So, what do you like the best about being a professional musician?
Professional musician, traveling all over the world and play all over the world.
Right on. So, what was the first live jazz show that you ever saw?
I think Weather Report. I'm not sure that is jazz.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What was that like?
Where?
No, what was that like for you?
Be honest with you, I didn't understand anything.
Oh, no. Did you like it? Why did you like it?
Why?
Yeah.
I mean, why I liked the Weather Report? Or
the show, yeah. Why did you like the show? Yeah. What was it about the show that you liked?
You mean did you ask me which concert?
Yeah, you said you saw the weather report, and then I asked you why did you like the weather report?
Oh, why? Because at that time I played Birdland on the organ, and Birdland weather reported. The Birdland is weather reported June, so that's why I went to concert.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So why do you like jazz so much?
I love the rhythm and I love the vibe. Actually, jazz and playing organ is very easy to show my emotions.
So we're obviously in a point right now where we're not playing jazz anymore. What do you hope both the musician and the audience realizes about live music when we actually do get to see live music again?
I hope people feel how great live music is, and also realize the difference between internet live and the live music. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, cool.
Yep.
Very cool.
Yep.
Well, hey, thank you for taking some time out today to talk about your music and what's going on. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for listening and tuning in to another Neon Jazz interview, where we give you a bit of insight into the finest players in Japan, America, and spots all over the world, giving fans all that jazz. And thanks to Akiko for her time, music, and stories. If you want to hear more interviews, go to Famous Interviews with Joe Domino in the iTunes Store. Visit Neon Jazz at youtube.com, and for everything Neon Jazz all the time, go to the neonjazz.blogspot.com. Until next time, support all the arts and enjoy the jazz, my friends.
Neon Jazz.